Hello, this is Rachel from 4x Thank you for joining me today as I go through this really simple, really quick, really easy way of making little paper bags that you can then pop in your journals. I have a number of easy tutorials between the 5 and 15 minute mark, which are great for beginners as well as more experienced crafters looking for new ideas. And I have playlists for tutorials on happymail, scrap busting, that kind of thing. For this tutorial, you will need a piece of paper, and that can be book page, wrapping paper, craft paper. I'm using small packing paper for this one. You will need scissors, you will need glue, optional bone folder to get nice creases, pinking shears for finishing off the top. Now you can leave the top plain, and Daisy's gonna invade the spacing of Daisy. Pinking shears if you want to have an interesting top on the bottom, and embellishments. So for this one, this was book page, and I cut a piece of my scrap to fit. This one was a piece of craft paper scrap that again I cut to fit. And for the embellishments on this one, I'm hoping these will fit because I made these large collagey stamp pieces a while back. Would like to use them. So very, very simple. So we start by making one fold, two fold with a bit of an overlap. So there you go. That's what we've done so far. We've done two folds. Just going to use the bone folder, and I've realised this brown is very like this. So let's pop that there so you can see it more clearly. So one fold, two fold. Now the next fold in, I'm folding in roughly about 1 centimetre. It doesn't have to be exact. Again, I'm going to fold that, so I'll open that up and show you what I've done again. So should have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 folds. I'll pop that back. Then we make the last fold we need, which is from the bottom up. And again, I've done about 1 centimetre. So there you go. There's all the folds you need. So that should be what it looks like. Then we start to do the cutting. So with the piece, with it all folded together, cut a triangle off there, a triangle off there. Now when you fold it out, it looks like this. And so you take one end and you start not exactly on the line, but slightly up from the line. And you cut across to that. I'm going to do the same here. Starting above the line, we're going to cut across to that point. So that's what it looks like now. Now we're going to fold that piece in. This is how we're going to get the little V's there. So we fold that bit in, you fold that bit over, you fold that bit in. Fold this fold in there. So we've got that shape. The next step is to glue. Make your first of your glue. So take one of your, and this is to make the body of it. So take one of the body flaps. Is that what you call it? So pop that down there. So now you've got like the folded tube, if you will. And the next thing to glue is this flap to seal your paper pocket. I'm using Yoo-hoo glue stick. If you're using card, you might be able to use a wetter glue without it wrinkling everything too much. But I find this is just fine. So there you go. And how long did that take? That didn't take very long at all. So then you've got a piece that you can just pop in a journal, and then you can put lots of tucks and what have you in there. So is it going to be too big? Oh, yeah, that's going to be too big. Right, let me have a look. I have so many of these stamps. Oh yeah, I think I may use one of my little fabric ones. How cool does that look? I'm a real fan of the the faux stamp. I love it so much. I say a fan, let's be honest, I've been quite addicted to them over the years. So the glue I'm going to use for that one, do I want to have two? I can have that one and that one. No, I think that one looks fine with just that one. And then you can always add ink stamps if you want. This is the thing. So one of these really is a blank canvas. So because these are going to go in, I can move that now I think. Because these are going to go in my stash, I haven't like put loads of extra bits and pieces on. I haven't put words. So it's very much when I then add it to a journal, that's when I can add the embellishment. But this is a great little project if you want to build your own stash of embellishments that you can grab. And you can make these in all shapes and sizes. So that was literally the size of the paper scrap I had. That was the size of the brown paper scrap I had. So it's all much of a muchness, and it's a great way to use scrap. And if you've got some beautiful patterned wallpaper or craft paper or wrapping paper, if you've got leftover wrapping paper from something, you can, because quite often in the American journals, I'm just going to reach over for some Fabri-Tac. In American journals, people seem to have the most amazing patterned paper bags, which they get from shops. Hardly ever get paper bags in shops in the UK. So if you want to make your own, or if you live in a small village or town or whatever that maybe doesn't have the kind of shops which has lots of fun little bags, then this is a great way of making your own. And I am going to try and put it on straight rather than at an angle. Oh, I love that. That is gorgeous. So there you go. For like a minute, you can make a bag. If you were sat in front of the TV or listening to an audiobook, or if you had a flat surface and you were waiting in a car to pick up kids or something like that, great time to make a little batch of these, and then you can embellish them in front of the TV or stick them in and then embellish them as defined by a page. I loved using this one in here because I thought the image itself was so striking, and it works with the colours there. But for example, you could shove one in there and have it as a feature on a page. Yeah, there's just so much you can do with these. Oh, in the corner you could even like do like an L-shaped glue, and then you'd have a tuck. So yeah, I hope you found this tutorial useful and interesting. It's so quick to make these little paper bags, and they are such a great way of building your stash and having beautiful things that you can then add to your journals afterwards. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you found it interesting. Please like and subscribe if so, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. Bye.